chat as well on Discord.
Welcome back.
Are we
Yay,
back up?
Yeah, we're back up, and I'm working on getting back into, let's see what session we've got going on here. Usually don't have problems, so I won't get mad at my internet service provider. They did get it back on, whatever the problem was, so we're back. We're working on it. Problems, as they like to say. Yay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Internet decided to take a nap, so, but it came back, and I am working on getting us back into a session, so welcome back, everybody in chat. F's in chat for the producer's internet connection tonight.
Well, good. We were discussing the various merits of our weekends.
Oh, okay, great. Well, you can feel free to continue that conversation. I'm working on getting us back in the server. Looks like there's 10 cars in this one here. Looks like we've switched to Sonoma, so I'll give the fans a look at that here as we load in. Right. All right, getting back to where we should be, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
TV Joe on YouTube, how you doing tonight?
So are we in a different feed on YouTube?
It probably started back up on the channel in a new.
Alrighty.
Let me double check on that. Loading. Yeah, it restarted. We got 3 viewers on YouTube. Welcome back to everybody on Twitch. Welcome back everybody on Facebook. Sorry for the issues that we had. I believe we're back up to running again. We're loading into the session here at Sonoma Rallycross. Oh, as we see that was a good time to come into it right there. It's perfect. All right. Get everything loaded back up.
I still don't see a live one out on public yet.
I will investigate.
Yeah, I'm watching the public YouTube at the same time, and I'm not seeing a public stream yet.
Okay.
I will say that there are some fast, quick-witted people that race lemons. If you're also in the general chat text Discord server. Man, I said Ryan's back online. It's internal. He's working on getting the feedback. And Matt Sitko was instantaneous with "It's a Christmas Miracle" with the GIF. Like he had the GIF ready to go, not a text. No, he had the GIF instantaneously ready to go.
Okay. So here we go.
All right, I just got a 2-minute, or I just got a Lemons watch the live feed click thing, but I still don't see it.
There's a link in your DM there to the new YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I just want to see it on the public YouTube.
Yep, there it is. No, Stevie Joe, it's not hard to do 3 streams at once. It's hard to stream when your internet craps out. So typically we don't have any issues with multi-platform streaming. All right, looks like warm-up's done. Get ready to race here. Take a look at the starting grid.
Hey Ryan, do we have our internal OBS feed up yet?
Oh yeah, let me get that going again too. Thank you.
Okay. I don't understand what you guys are talking about, but when
nerd stuff, mental nerd stuff.
I recognize the words. I'm like, he means movie picture thing that I need to look at. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, you should be good to go now. You should see that now. All right, we'll go through our starting grid.
Your upload is delayed, Ryan. Just so you know, your upload is not super fast or high quality right now on the public stream. I am looking at an amazing OBS feed, but YouTube is not coming in yet.
That was just a smashy fest to start that race. That was impressive. So it looks like we've got the Jetta TDI Cup cars and the Formula, the Sports Racer 2000s, or what are they? Basically the cars you work on, Austin.
Yeah, the Spec Racers. The Spec Racer Fords. Yeah, so I for those that are listening, I do some work with a Spec Racer Ford chassis, not the body. So if you strip all the fiberglass off of one of these things, and then you take the engine and transmission out, or transaxle out. You take all that out, you chuck all that away, and you're left with nothing but the Renault wheel hubs and the double wishbone internal suspension on the spec racers. That's what I get delivered to me, and then I do the mechanical conversion to convert them to receive electric motors and directly mated to BMW E36 differentials with custom half shafts to split them back out to the rear ends to make these into 140 mile an hour capable electric vehicles.
Oh wow!
And they will shit and get is the technical term.
Nice.
They'll do, but I do not run the series. I do not do anything but again, at a moment of weakness, I agreed to do something, and then I started doing it, and I've been doing it for 5 years off and on. I just do the chassis prep for the prototypes for electric vehicle sports racing, EVSR, out of Pennsylvania. I am not affiliated other than I do the chassis prep to receive the motor sleds. Somebody else out west has done all the I'm an electrical engineer, but I do the mechanical chassis prep to weld up the frames to receive them. It's a weird long story because the powertrains are professionally built, custom wound motors, water cooled motor controllers, water cooled contactors, but they are an amazing machine.
Have a good night, Stevie Joe. Thank you for tuning in.
I met those folks at Barber last year, the year before, and those cars are rocket ships. Like, they're crazy fast.
Yeah, they've done. They came in. They competed in the Pikes Peak. They didn't win, or did they win? This is 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Hold on. And this is.
It's one of those sweet compilations from back in the day, right?
Someone absolutely went with the Freedom Rock.
Yeah.
And yes, the last of the call 1-800-DELCO, get your compilation album.
Yes. I can remember the infomercials for these kind of things at like 3 a.m. Like on TBS when they would stop playing like
TV, yeah. Oh, exactly. But this one was even just an old school commercial where you had to dial a 1-800 number or send check or money order to this address. And the pork roll, absolutely, pork roll does make you strong. Excellent. Rolling pork. Nice. But that particular one is, it's playing some moldy oldie from the 70s. And the one hippie would go, "Is that Freedom Rock, man?" And the other guy goes, "Yeah, man." Well, turn it up, man.
Got the LSD racing team.
Wow. And he's naked, or he's at least wearing just the Bermuda shorts. This is
that's Matt F. racing in a Spec Racer Ford. That's all there is to it.
Matt, one of our teammates, as we call him, yes.
Pantsless Matt, yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, this is cool.
He's probably rocking it. Just generally, just straight up enjoying every minute of it.
Nice.
That's a good one. Here we go. P-51 flight team. I believe this might also be another one of those well done trading paints that they put in their showroom.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of artists that don't do iRacing, but they go on there and they make these really great trading paints that you can download for all your series. Some of those really cool, like the one we were just looking at.
Becker rocking the chrome.
Yep.
Zach Johnson's upside down.
Oh, and that's a shame too, because this looks fascinating.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Now, you'll notice if our faithful listeners, do we know who won the last race?
A race is really about the process and not about the finish. I just want to talk like at a certain level. Racing, we call it racing because it's the process. Otherwise, we would call it winning.
Right.
So we're here to race, to compete, to go against other people and participate in competition.
Fair enough. So and
KEV says Matt Sitko won race 2, but that's just winning. This is racing, not winning.
Very true. Very true.
So,
What if we were here to talk about practice?
Well, only doctors and lawyers practice. Only doctors and lawyers don't have to be good at what they do. They can just practice.
fact.
He's talking about practice.
So, but I'm seeing there's some excellent liveries in here. We got the P-51, the LSD Trip, the M. Scottless Rambler, a little unimaginative. Here we go, Ron, with the pork roller. Excellent. Sylvain, this looks like the guy that used to sell the question and answer book on late night infomercials with all the government programs. It was an $80 book, and he wore all those ridiculous suits with question marks on it or something. That's what the vibe I'm getting off of Sylvain's Ford here.
Well, yeah, well played. Excellent.
Oh. Or, as a friend of mine calls it, failed Vegas casino carpeting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Got to see that from on board. That was intense.
All right. And if we zoom in on that front windshield after we do the onboard, I believe he has the words of wisdom of operating a Jetta.
Wow, comes over the jump. Wow, what happened? I got to see what happened to those two.
Reds that eye at that needle.
Oh, there's still one upside down. Zach's still upside down. Oh, yeah, because you can't tow with Rallycross. That's right.
No, and you can't hit escape.
Yeah, I think he's done.
So he's either going to have to hit him or he's going to have to quit.
Man, that's a bummer. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's in a spot where he can get much help. Oh! As soon as I say that, John Pickering tries to assist, but
tries to give him the helping hand.
Nice.
Nicely done, John.
I don't know.
Backward.
Check back up. We'll check back in on John.
So yes, the 113, the Adidas Jetta, across his windshield banner. He's got the one thing you always do when you're driving the Jetta: you never lift.
That's right.
Yep.
Got the breakdancing crew, Jetta crew on the roof.
What's the cardboard box on the left side there? I'm missing on the passenger side.
What does that say?
Down a little bit, please.
Let's.
Oh, that's what she said?
That's what Cheese said. That's what
she
said.
That's what Cheese said.
Yeah, that's what Cheese said.
I like that. He's got the nice shoes on the back too. It's nice.
He is dug deep for this thing. Well done.
Yeah, the Hesser brothers, they bring it from Wisconsin.
They do. They do not disappoint in their driving or their theming.
They own the Toyota dealership that is 25 miles from where I grew up from the ages of 6 to 18.
All right. Hey,
I don't know, but thanks for the follow, Zach.
Thanks for subscribing. Glad you're joining us here for the iRacing.
I'm not sure, Zach, why you weren't already following, but welcome to the gaggle.
Oh, that's who you... Okay, you knew him. All right.
Yeah. He's the one that was upside down. Still upside down. That's Zach.
So, Duct Tape and Dreams actually is grasped onto your concept, Hansa, and he's decided that this is racing, not winning, is the name of his new Lemons Rally team.
F's in chat for Zach not already following our Twitch channel.
Well, so Duct Tape and Dreams, that actually comes from a friend of mine who grew up in the remote hills, plains of central Montana, and he would take leave from the military, and we would say, "Oh, did you go hunting?" And he would come back and say, "Well, I killed a bobcat, 2 deer, a black bear, and an elk." And he goes, "I don't go hunting, I go killing. Hunting implies a chance of failure.
Oh!
I don't go hunt for 2 weeks, I go kill animals." And we're like, that's a good point. Like, that the verb nuance matters. So that's where I took that. Like, he doesn't go hunting, he goes killing. You either are racing, which I like to race, and many people are racing, and it's the process that we're there for. But if you're there for the finish, then you just better start winning.
Yeah, Kev, I was just about to show that.
Like racing. This nice little. He's fighting it. He's fighting that spin.
Yeah, he's trying so hard, but 90 degrees, 2 feet in the spin, friend. All you can do is save it at that point.
But at this point, he's also tripping balls, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Humpty, you say you go racing, but everyone who's raced with you at one time has gotten the speech of, "Hey guys, slow down." I'm not trying to get into a race here.
Well, I typically remind people to slow down when they're in the pits, because slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And we can all run around in the pits frantically and forget to put a cotter pin into the hood, and then that hood will flip up.
John Pickering is hanging out with the crowd.
Oh my God, he's in the stands.
Oh, and Eric's not here to listen, but that right there, that's your thumbnail.
Oh, somebody! Hey, can you grab that?
I'm gonna do my
Ryan,
level
can you
back.
bring that back up? And Mental, can you screen cap that and send that to Eric?
Oh yeah.
I am absolutely going to do
And
that.
actually-
He's had enough. Perfect, I got it.
Judge
He's
Phil
had
might need a
enough
copy of that
of
too.
racing. He's had enough of racing and decided he's just going to watch the race from the stands. Well done, John. That is
Yes, 11%. Yes, we got it. Just perfect landing in the stands.
Oh my.
Excellent.
Oh, it couldn't have happened more perfectly.
Oh man.
All right, let's see. I gotta bring up the other chat window. I'm only dealing with
That's
one screen
fantastic.
here. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, but back to
I'll
what
throw
Mental
that
was
into
talking
the
about.
chat.
So yes, more than once I have reminded my team I say my team. We're all in a great team, a grander team with about 24 people and 5 to 7 cars depending on the season, that we work together collaboratively. But when you have 5 drivers in a pits and the other car's got 4 or 5 drivers and you're working together, but you're also trying to manage your own team, you manage your own car, but the grander team is also part of it. And you have to remind people that slow is smooth and smooth is fast, and you want to do the racing out on track. And when you are in the pits, especially with a broken car, it's more important to get the car fixed right and put it back out once than to get the car fixed fast and have it come right back in.
Fact.
Yeah.
But our team is also quite mature.
Oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
reason you practice things slow is so that when you have the muscle memory down, you increase speed.
Yes. And Mental, I'm not trying to. Yes, we're all well aware of this. I was just talking to the sim racers and the upcoming
yeah.
meat space racers who are thinking about doing this, and I'm not talking to. I am not trying to lecture, experienced Lemons racers or Champ racers or AER or Lucky Dog racers that are here because of the Rona. I'm just trying to talk to people and get them into our sport, and it is fun, but it is not cheap, but it's the cheapest way to get wheel-to-wheel racing experience.
That's right.
So you want to make it. You want to make it count.
Yes, and also it's we hint at this, but it is beyond. I am better in a lot of professional things because of my experience racing. You learn to manage and prioritize on a different level.
Let's take a look at the rear tires of Jay Becker's car. They're not on the ground.
He's got that alien technology. The Pentagon is about to release that there are materials not of this world. I got it. I understand
they
that.
already released it. We didn't notice. That's how bad the world is.
Do a barrel roll.
Wow. Incredible.
But yeah, and also his entire Spec Racer Ford is chromed. I'm not sure I like that because I've seen these cars up. I've seen these cars up close and personal, and nothing about them is blemish free. And if you have a chromed surface, it shows up every little blemish.
Well, now, are we with this kind of his tires on the ground alien technology? Are we sure that's even chrome or some sort of like liquid metal? And our other friend is still on his roof just in front of him.
Yeah, because if he resets, he's done. So everybody that's resets back to the pits. I don't know if that you can. I don't think you can be released from the pits once you go in the pits. So.
No, and these short races, as many of us on the Everyone Racers Monday night race has found out, there are some catches and gotchas in these.
Yeah.
And there's
The good news is
weird
there's 2
iRacing
more,
rules
so,
on the sprints.
Yeah. Wow, nice air. Ron Harrington.
Oh, and he saves it. Nice. I thought he was going to the wall for sure.
That was incredible.
Yes. So if you guys enjoy this on a much smaller scale, typically we try to do our Monday night races as a tune-up for the upcoming Lemons race, unless it's just absolutely something fun like this one. So you can join us on Monday nights at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock East Coast time. It is password protected. You get a hold of us on any of our. That was a beautiful drift all the way up that hill.
Absolutely.
Yes, Nicholas. That's probably the smartest thing to do with a spec racer is paint it to match available repair tape color.
Yes, absolutely. So it is password protected because we don't want Chinese spam bots trying to get finger quotes donations to the Phoenix
Dude.
Homeless.
So this needs to be a thing. These cars on dirt. That looks like way too much fun.
It's super fun. You really should go. Actually, Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and propose that if you are available, you really should come out and race with us. It's not free, but I can free up a seat in one of our cars on one of our meat space races. And if you don't want to do a race, if you just want to get some Friday track time, you have been doing enough of these Lemons I suck at racing events that you really should come out to a meat space Lemons event.
You really should, and you will eat well with our team, Ryan. You will absolutely eat like a king.
Yeah, I'm most excited about the food, to be honest with you.
You do have to fit into a 16-inch Kirky to get in my car, so you gotta have limits.
We've got bigger seats in other cars. Don't even worry about it.
I'm glad that invite wasn't for me because I ain't fitting in those 16-inch seats.
You probably will.
neither.
It's only your ass size, not your chest size.
It's the gut size you got to worry about.
That's right.
Again, we've got the Cressida. We'll get you hooked up.
Oh, the Cressida's got big boy seats in it. You're good.
Nicholas A on YouTube talking about that they used to paint their spec racer Ford to match whatever available racing tape they had, whatever color the tape was. Is what color they match their.
Plan. And especially really in any spec series, if you're running a spec Miata, spec Ford, NASCAR, there's contact coming because the advantages are so thin, and you just have to be aggressive.
Hey, real quick,
Rambler's got it figured out there. Drift, that's awesome.
Duct Tape and Pipe Dreams brought up the Lemons Rally in Moscow to Paris. So in the times of COVID, the rallies have been a go. The only thing that is changing is the launch and recovery.
Sometimes they've had to delay.
But they've happened, haven't they?
Some of them have been happening because also it comes down to state to state. Depending on what state you're traveling to, you may have to verify that you're.
Ooh, shoot! And the Moscow is Moscow, Pennsylvania, so you're going to have to get COVID tests to show up in. Yeah. So let me hold off on everything I said, in particular for the Moscow, because it's in the Northeast.
My point being is, if you go to the 24hoursoflemons.com and you look under rally, those fall in the realm of Eric Rude. And Eric is very good about keeping the updates on what those go. So there have been some rallies, and they've done well. They're doing a California one, Monterey to Monterey, or rather, it's Stockton, California to Stockton, California next weekend. They did an abbreviated Denver rally. That was good, and then they've rescheduled some of the other ones. So if you're interested, you absolutely should do it because they are a blast. But temper your plans with expectations.
Hey, Bearded Sim Racer, is there one more race after this, or is this the last race?
Is this the third race? Yeah, there's one more.
I don't.
There's one.
I don't know. Is this? You tell me what the fuck is going on. Is this?
Wow,
the Porco
that was awesome.
Barrel roll.
Yes.
Trying to help out our friends from Upside Down Car.
Because Randy Bish, the League of Legitimate Nigerian Businessmen, has said that he has 24.5-inch core bows and has space and meat space. So, Randy, if you are not driving in the next race, would you care to join us?
There we go.
Randy races up for Gingerman. Randy's he's a legit iRacer and real racer.
In the booth,
but I mean,
Randy
if he's
Bish.
not racing, there
in
we
the
go.
Booth, Randy Bish.
Yeah, there's Randy right there.
Oh, hey, you crazy kids! What's up?
Hey, man, welcome. Are you offering up seats in the in meat space?
Sportsmaster.
League of Legitimate Nigerian Businessmen is always looking for willing victims.
Yeah, outstanding.
Your choices are most of a Pinto, most of a Subaru, or most of a Nissan.
Subaru.
Are you going to be at the 24 in CMP?
Probably not, because we're still poor and we still broke all of our things at Gingerman, but we're also known to be impulsive, and so it's possible.
The Mental, are you racing with us in CMP?
No, I'm actually that same weekend. I am going to be in Colorado.
Well, then there is at least one seat still available in our car at the Carolina Motorsports Park for an experienced, I say not experienced like, whoa, you got to show us your racing license. But if you've had some real meat space track time, preferably Lemon's track time, and you're looking for a seat in these times of COVID, and you're willing to follow fairly strict COVID protocols, but you want 3 or 4 hours, actually 4 hours in a race car, it's an opportunity. We will
and an opportunity for some really good Indian food at the gas station just outside of the track and a lake full of poisonous snakes.
That's right. It's all there.
Where is Nathan going?
Do a barrel roll.
Is he trying to take a shortcut?
I think so. H. Levine has left the building.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Randy, are you in the next race?
Yeah, I am actually driving around in these NASCARs right now, getting them a little dirty.
The 87, are you in the Monte Carlo or the Thunderbird?
Monte Carlo forever.
Oh, that I have been racing that on the Monday night E1R races basically since I started, and I'm really starting to really enjoy it.
Wow, Eric Hesser.
Wow.
Wow.
You managed to escape the camera.
That's a beautiful
Nice.
launch. I think the Russian
And-
judge gives it a 9.7.
Watch this, because as he does it, his wheels keep spinning, because why? You never lift.
Looks like the 10 o'clock set.
Let's see if it happened. Oh, he got a
Here it
twitch.
goes.
He got a twitch. He hesitated, and then
Well,
How did he-
I feel like this is post-race Yiddish is what we're
it
looking
is.
at.
We are looking at.
So he was going for the main track right there.
I think he was trying to like launch it over the billboards and didn't quite make it. He got some conflict.
Yeah. Duct Tape and Dreams, the 2021. Are you talking about the actual Lemons races or the Lemons rally? Or actually, no, I think you're talking about the 24 hours you don't have money for a race car. Okay.
Do a barrel roll.
With
The annual
rally,
schedule does not come out until
yeah,
the
until
end.
the fall.
Until the fall. So basically, don't look for the 2021 schedule until sort of October, November, maybe even December of 2020. However, that being said, we've never been 6 months into the time of COVID before. So there may be
Correct.
just one giant TBD. And there is a separate set of communication for anybody who is registered to a race. And if you've paid up and you've got a car and you're ready to, if you're ready to show up to the race on January 30th, excuse me.
Well, no,
And,
he's talking about
and-
the rally. He's not
for-
looking. He does not have funding for racing yet. And
Sorry. So for
and
rally,
honestly,
yeah,
it's-
give it
it's-
till October, November. Give it till October, November, and they'll put out a rough timeline schedule. But in the times of COVID, Duct Tape and Dreams, be ready to flex. So get your car ready and test it out. Drive it around, tagged, licensed, registered, ready to go. And if it's a hot tub or whatever it is, if you
Yeah,
you better
hot
be
tub,
street driving it around Christmas so that you're ready to go whenever the rally starts. Or you're going to go for a fall rally, in which case be daily driving it around 4th of July.
Yes. Rallies they are completely different than a race.
Yeah.
When you're driving on streets, you want to adhere to all the rules. And it really, you use the term rally, but it is a mobile scavenger hunt. It is tremendous fun. I've done a few of them, and in fact, that's like going way back into history. That's how the Everyone Racers podcast and the Three Powder Mafia, we bonded on road rallies with crash cans. And then it became a race team, and I got to do last year, before the times of COVID, I got to do the rally with Florida Man Donnie and Stephanie across Texas. And when I got done, I felt like I had gone to some sort of like sick, twisted CrossFit class for a week where they just did nothing but have you do ab exercises, because I laughed for 5 days. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, I've actually never. This is Hansa. I've actually never done a 24 Hours of Lemons rally. I've done motorcycle rallies. I've done dirt bike rallies. I've done a moto taxi rally through Peru for 13 days and 6 hours. But I've never done a 24 Hours of Lemons rally. Yeah, so I can only imagine how much fun they legitimately are here to do them in an English-speaking country. So I highly recommend you get your rally ride dialed in and then just be ready to drop in, because the times of COVIDs are a changing, and be ready to flex. But if you're there with your husband, wife, significant other, best friend, sibling, someone you're already co-quarantined with in some form or fashion, the rally is, exactly. Stunt Granny Lemons rally isn't all too different from the Cannonball Run movie with Burt Reynolds, except you're not cannonball running across the country. You're just hanging out with awesome people, doing cool things, going to weird places. You know, the second most famous atomic bomb testing site in the Southwest, or like the third largest ball of twine, or where Elvis took his last or whatever. Like, you're going to these cool places with cool people, and you're in the Lemons rally. You're posting your Insta face spacing it or whatever. Do those things, and it's a experience that you create. Racing is something that you're doing with other people, and other people create your experience.
So
the rallies,
do you guys mean to tell me that buying a car the night before a rally in a Walmart parking lot at 11 at night's a bad idea?
Everything is personal. Everything is personal.
The one of the rallies I did, I was still overseas on a deployment. My wife and I we were chatting via video call while we both shopped on Craigslist.
Yeah, but you weren't wearing clothes.
Right. We found a god-awful car, bought it. I got back the week before the rally. We bought it. We painted it in chalkboard paint so that everybody could ride on our car. Drove from Oklahoma to Tennessee. The car began to fail almost immediately. Before the end of the rally, we traded it for 2 6-packs of beer and then brought another crappy car to drive home. And God bless her, she stayed married to me.
Yeah,
he deserves an award.
And it's outstanding, and I highly recommend picking somebody that you want to commit to. Don't find somebody you want to be in a car with. Find somebody you want to be broken down with. Find somebody you want to be lost with. Don't find somebody you want to road trip with. That's the right person. And, in Mental's case, he was already married to his wife, so he didn't have a choice. But right. You want to find somebody that you want to be in a bad situation with. That's the right rally partner. Don't pick somebody to rally with that you want to road trip with. If you want to road trip with them, help them move across country.
Yes.
But if you want to be like at night with missing a fucking wheel on a gravel road in the middle of Missouri, or misery if you're there for too long, and you're like, man, who would I rather be missing a wheel with? That's the person to rally with.
All right, so we are getting
race
ready
3.
to go away, and this is going to be the great race because we've got the 87s, and I haven't met anyone.
87s.
Exactly. Everyone who does iRacing, no one says I hate the 87s. Everyone loves them. We've got some of our classic themes. Do we have time to run through that the row or the starting grid?
Oh yeah. I'm going to give a huge shout out to Matt Sitka because he gave me a setup after me spending 20 minutes trying to get the car to pass tech. So thanks, Matt.
Nice. Good job. So, but I did see my my Dale Mustache Thunderbird, where Dale there is leading the invasion of Normandy. It's one of my favorite 87 themes.
Praise Dale.
Praise Dale. Down Applebee's. Yep. And it is also worth mentioning, today is August the 9th. And in 17 days, it is the birthday of Patrick Swayze. So, Swayze be with you. Swayze bless you. All right, that is a holy day, and it is, yes, to be taken seriously.
Oh, I'm taking it very seriously.
Every year in my office when I was stationed in Oklahoma on Patrick Swayze's birthday, we would hang up pictures of Patrick Swayze, and greet everyone with Swayze be with you.
Wow. So much going on
It's fun,
here.
Dale. Oh no.
Oh! Wow.
I'm sorry, that's it's Tuesday the 18th, so we'll have one more of these races. Tuesday the 18th is Patrick Swayze's birthday.
That was
All
brutal.
right. Well, he's in a Walmart car. He deserves it.
Throwing
Wait,
shade.
who was up on the? There was somebody up on the grass there doing roll. There it is. The Coles Cash car's back.
Do a barrel roll.
That's some nice
Stunt
that's some
Granny said, I
sweet
lost
dancing
count
there.
of how many alternator belts my caddy ate on the Texas rally. And only by doing a rally or doing a long off-road trip in a car that is ill-suited to off-road, or a truck that's ill-suited to off-road, do you really appreciate spares. And
This
Right.
car was perfectly suited for that rally. It was a marvelous piece of GM engineering from the 80s.
One of the I have a drawer. Mentally, you've never been to my shop, but I have a whole drawer, 12-inch wide, 12-inch high, 2 feet deep. A whole drawer in my shop
Nice.
dedicated to the drawer of pride and shame. And in there is some of the spares that I purchased that are no longer applicable to my driving or racing endeavors, but the spares that I'm really glad I didn't have to use.
Laughing at the Dale Earnhardt mustache
and then the
chasing us.
components that required a spare replacement, like shredded 150cc Honda cylinder heads, just pistons with holes in them.
What is on the hood of Sitco's car? That's a new
Mellow yellow?
That's a new design. No, Sitco. This
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's
a
the-
new-
I only
only
make
make-
left turns
Yeah. Yeah,
because
it's good enough for Dale, it's good enough for me.
Okay,
that's it,
never
yeah.
mind. I've seen that one before. I still love that. Hans, have you seen the back of this car?
spark plugs.
No, of the Dale car. Look at the real rear tailgate of again.
Yeah, it's
Coles
the
Cash.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the Dale taking the beaches, man. Absolutely. Yeah,
Very nice. Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. The other thing for a rally, if you're not mechanically inclined but you are very creative, there is a place for you on a Lemons rally, because so much of it is whether or not you can just make the rally organizers laugh with some of your video production. If you find yourself excessively bored, you're already on YouTube. You head over to the E1R Racers page, and there's my infamous used car commercial where I go through about 4 of the Texas rally cars. And even Steve McDaniel came up to me after that one, and McDaniel's not known for his sense of humor, and he says, that's one of the funniest things I've seen this week. So I was very proud.
Yeah.
Donnie helped me out with that one.
The rallies do allow a lot of creativity in delivery, because
Yeah.
you're presenting your accomplishments, you're making the event, you're presenting doing the thing, you're presenting being to the place, and they're much more, I say this in a good way, subjective to quality production and quality salesmanship. And that's half of the fun of some of these things, is the social interaction. And I don't mean social like with 100 other people. I mean like presenting your best foot forward socially. You're crafting an image, you're creating a facade. And it's super awesome.
And you do meet some interesting people, even if it's in a virtual manner. The Fort Kickass team, I met them at the Texas rally, and they recently did the Denver rally. They had bought a 1957 International Scout airport car, not an airport car like the carryall, but one that was designed to tow the luggage carts. So it had no doors, no roof, basically a front end and a flat. They couldn't get it ready. So then they bought a Mercedes out of a scrapyard. The transmission module.
Real quick, mental.
Kramerica.
What is Kramerica? Am I missing something?
Kramer.
Oh Jesus, I missed. I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Until I saw the hood, I didn't understand what the heck was going on. I actually interrupted your whole story because I was confused what Kramerica was. Okay.
Did you
Back to your
celebrate?
story about Fort Kickass.
Did you celebrate the cremainium? I have to know.
It's business as usual at America. Yeah, totally got it. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I actually didn't know what was going on.
So, anyways, Fort Kickass. So the transmission module fails on them, but they're already on their way to the rally, but they never made it out of Texas. So they rent a Kia. As they are driving to Colorado Springs, on one of the social media marketplaces, they find a Nissan 4x4 pickup truck, buys that one. So one rally, they are 4 cars into it, and they haven't even started yet. When they got done with the rally, they took the Nissan pickup truck and donated it to the Knights of Heroes, which is a camp outside of Colorado Springs for children who have lost parents serving our nation. And it just, it's character building and helping them work through their issues through rappelling and outdoor sports and confidence building and, proven things that work for some young people. And they donated it as a fire truck. And this is just their mentality. Their whole thing is, what can we do to make our world a better place? And I would have never met those folks if it hadn't been for a Lemons rally. And I wasn't even on their team. They're just top-notch people. That's the kind of stuff you will find in a Lemons rally. There was 2 brothers and a sister who loaded up in a 69 or 67 Ford Econoline van, drove it from Wisconsin to Texas, drove around Texas for 5 days, and then drove back to Wisconsin.
Since we're talking about it, I'm about to pull my daughter from public school and homeschool my daughter who's going into kindergarten. So my daughter and I may be rallying, and I firmly believe that there is no better formative experience for a young child than to be stranded with their father fixing a car, rallying in the
We've
dark
all
of night.
been there. Every single person watching this stuck with their dad,
and she
trying to
needs
get a car
something
and
to
get
tell
home.
the therapist when she's older. So
Yes.
Mental,
yes.
you've known me for 5, 10 years, 6 years or whatever. You've known me from before children. You knew my wife and I
Yes.
The before time.
BC, before
Oh,
children.
wow.
And
Well,
AD after daughter. My daughter's going to have no shortage of material for me
Yeah.
to pay for. No.
I do need to address an issue in the YouTube chat when Josh Hurst said Marvel's engineering and 80s doesn't go together. I'm sorry, I feel attacked. You shut your
Do a barrel
lying
roll.
mouth.
Do a barrel
And
roll.
Wow, he got a bank shot barrel roll.
And I want you to
Do
watch
a barrel
Miami
roll.
Vice so you realize how great the 80s were. And then I'm going to have my friend Dr. Florida Man Donnie call you and lecture you on the beauty of all that is GM 80s wonderment.
No.
When your daughter is rallying with you and she kicks over the hubcap full of lug nuts, after she says what she says, are you going to wash her mouth out with soap?
You haven't seen my daughter Jay turn a car or Jay turn her race car. And
Nice.
you haven't seen my daughter's face when I lit her race car on fire. So I was working. I was working.
Also, this is his daughter. She knows way better words than that.
I was working on the regenerative braking on my 5-year-old daughter's Power Wheels car because her Power Wheels car is 2 kilowatts. So I was working on the regenerative braking, and I did a few things that I shouldn't have done, and the motor controller burst into flames with my daughter and my wife hanging out, and my
Magic
daughter was
smoke.
scared and happy that Daddy messed up and lit her car on fire.
Magic
Oh,
smoke.
no.
Tim Scott Rambler just owned that corner. That is well done.
Yeah.
No, my daughter's doing great. So yeah, she knows how to check tires. Mental's seen some pictures of her checking the tires on her Power Wheels car.
Absolutely. This is a great baseball theme. We need to.
Oh
check
yeah,
this
no, that's
out.
good. Yeah, the race
Baseball's
car.
the race
Baseball's the
car.
race car.
Spaceball's the lunchbox. Because merchandising.
Jam-
That's
and
where
it's
the
got
real
Gordon-
money from
it's
the
got the
movies.
Gordon's Fisherman. It's got the that's great.
Jam cars matter. Oh my god.
Great. This was we had kicked this.
Oh my gosh, the Perrier, remember?
Yes.
Perrier is what
the air. The
General
canned air.
Helmet
Canned
is-
Druidia. Camden Druidia, salt-free air. That's
we
great.
gotta look at the logos. The badging looks pretty generic. Busch, Champion, Michigan. I don't see any.
That hood is great, though. Baseball race car.
Outstanding.
Has she gone from suck to blow?
Yes, she has.
She's good.
Oh, and he's got his hands full. Tails just
Rewind.
He just got his doors taken off on the left
Rewind.
side pass.
Oh, he's gonna have to change his luggage combo to 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
Kind
right.
of idiot. That's the kind of combination of luggage would have on there, or an idiot would have on their luggage. Sorry, I'm 2 bourbons in, three bourbons in.
Nice.
Oh,
That's the correct amount of
never
bourbons
lift
in at this
the
point.
Jettas. You're gonna have to lift in an 87.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, he is.
Mental, you were always in the AMG on the 87s in the Legacy Daytona, but man,
every chance I get.
but the legends just tear that track up.
If I had not adjusted my spoiler so badly, I could have hung with them. But yeah,
There's no way you were gonna hang long term. The 87 is just beautiful for that track, and you never touch the brake. All you do is lift at the entrance to turn 1 and turn 3.
This is
Second race in a row, I'm stuck in a wall. I just got
Hold on.
turned by a Skip Barber car,
I
and I'm
love
stuck
that
in a wall.
Okay, so the part I want you to focus on here is the cloud of dust that the 87 car leaves when it lands, and the Skip Barber driving through it.
nice.
Yes.
It's like he's rolling coal on him. Can we get an onboard to Skip Barber and see what it looks like from the
Yes.
back, from inside the
Yes.
car? That is great. Well done, Ryan. Hey.
Sorry, Lady Auburn and cough. Yeah, I do have a man. I was working inside this box and I'm not real thrilled, so I do have a lingering cough. If that's what you're talking about.
How in the world did I just get stuck in a wall again?
We can't help your ability.
Seriously.
At this point, it's you.
I got
Stupid
turned that
is and
time.
stupid does. Randy Bish 2 in his mullet Monte Carlo.
The Monte Carlo is the way to go, man, because I did the Monte Carlo, I did the Thunderbird, but I really enjoy the Monte Carlo. It's just like old school, dirty pool, straight power. It's so much fun.
I see, and for the exact same reasons I like the Thunderbird. All right, this is going to be really good, actually. Now, it's a boring paint job on David Bellano's or Bellin's Skip
I don't
Barber
even know
car,
what
but
box hood is.
he's working for it. He's working it, and he's going to dig it in here. So watch. Oh, they both got around a Crisco car. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Rolling coal right into your face. Of course, all the great driving suits, open face helmets in 87.
Yeah, and their hands are up on the 10 and 2, you know, like, yeah.
Josh Hurst with another good one. He says we're mispronouncing 87s. It's 87s in some languages. It's actually pronounced yeet.
Josh, when you do get the appropriate wheel pedal combination that to your suit, that suits your liking, I sold 2 27s the other day. You should actually meant to like gave the one that you gave the one. Remember the one you gave me like 3 years ago down at Barber?
Yes.
I gave that away to a 17-year-old kid who was like, I want to race. I'm like, and he was talking about some like Gran Turismo thing. I was like, here, man.
Yeah,
you
it's
know, have
because that
fun.
was a PlayStation one that I had gotten for Gran Turismo.
Yeah, and I was like, just take this one, please, go. And then, yeah, just
Levine gets around Duclos there. Nice.
get up there and go, and then hey, get in the 87s and get on the track in the 87s because they are stupid fun, and
You'll learn patience and a delicate touch on the wheel.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh,
Actually, believe it or not, the street stocks.
We got mayhem here on the jump.
I'm gonna venture out to say, if you're a rear-wheel drive, mid-90s chassis, real meat space racer like I am, I will say that the 87s and the street stock Camaros are representative of driving style. Sure, you're driving different cars with different horsepower and different things like that. But driving style, there's a good transfer. But do not get in the Kia Optima or the Volkswagen, the TDI Jetta, because it is not a one-for-one transfer. I was a bag of hammers being slammed into the ground, just a disaster when I got in those front-wheel drive cars coming from a rear-wheel drive race. Oh man, I was a disaster in eye space. So find something that's representative of your style. Don't try to be a car for car match. Just find something representative and get in there and do it.
Hence why I run the AMG.
What is that representative of that you run on track?
My AMG.
No, on track, wheel to wheel.
I'm going to say the same thing a third time, right? I've taken
That's
that
how
AMG
repeating
on the
works.
track.
Cage it and prove it. Let's go.
Oh, no, I'm not. If I cage it, I'd have to take out my air conditioning seats, and that's not happening.
Cage it and prove it.
Now,
But hey,
I put that car's been on track as much as your car's been on track.
Sure, but too wide into turn one. Let's go. It's not.
See,
your car has time on track alone.
See, this is you trying to put a finite point about something you just argued against in the last race about what is racing and what isn't. It was on a track, yes, isolated from other vehicles.
You were going fast, not racing. I'm just.
It was on it. Yeah, I know. It was a time competition. All right, so Josh, you're and I'm a Gran Turismo addict myself. That's how I got started in some of this stuff. iRacing, the difference between that and you're seeing in Forenza and Turismo is they actually went through and did LiDAR, which is, walk me through that, Hoff. So what's LiDAR?
Laser detection and ranging.
Laser detection and ranging. They take something like 300 to 500,000 laser images of all of these racetracks and recreate them faithfully.
The track is mapped to within 5 millimeters. So
yes. So
all the tracks in iRacing are physically representative of the pavement to within 5 millimeters. So if there is a 10 millimeter deep crack, 10 millimeter wide, 10 millimeter deep crack that goes for 10 millimeters, that will be represented by at minimum a 5 by 5 by 5, at maximum a 15 by 15 by 15. So it's plus or minus 5 millimeters. It is beautiful mapping of the tracks. You're looking at the imagery, but the physics engine is amazing. And the physics engine goes down to tire model, dirt model, pavement model. So some of the pavement models are and that's why we talk about the legacy track, because it's a legacy pavement model. Like they changed the compound that they paved tracks with in the mid to late 90s.
Not to mention the technology got a lot better too. They can make it a lot smoother.
Yeah, they can make it smoother, they can make it stickier, they can make it handle heat better, and they can make tires handle heat better, they can make tires ball less, tires actually shed rubber. So some of these things.
Who's over here? Who's okay? That's Randy in the mullet wagon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he spun himself. I'm pretty sure. I didn't
no doubt.
No one worries about what Randy does. So one of the coolest things about the difference between Gran Turismo and I'm not knocking it. It's an awesome game.
Oh no, they're great. Yeah, they're great.
One of the coolest things about the difference from a game to a simulator is in a simulator you are not trying to make accomplishments or quote win the game. You are experiencing things in a model that's run over time. So you've got these tire models, you've got the track model, you've got a wheel model, you've got a suspension model, you've got a damage model, you've got all these things that you're now just running through time. And man, that's what makes a simulation so cool, is because you can tweak the knobs. You can fiddle with the knobs and you can tweak them, and you're just experiencing in them. And only when you experience them with all these other people do they become a game. Like if it's just you alone in iRacing, it's just you alone on a track. Only with other people does it become a game. And yes, it's super realistic until you go airborne, and then it's hilarious. Well, there are limits to the physics engine, right? Like this is not a flight simulator, so it's not. This is. So,
I beg to differ.
So this is a statics and dynamics. No. This is a statics and dynamics simulator, and iRacing came out of a suspension simulator for NASCAR.
Right.
Yeah.
Purely modeling suspension setups and suspension setups with the ground. So this is really a statics and dynamics simulator, and the math behind it is a static dynamic model.
And after
You get to a flight simulator, you
don't
get into a
think-
fluid dynamics, a fluid
Right.
simulator.
And
That's a whole other
after
game.
That, it's after that speech, if you don't think Hans's 4-year-old daughter wants to be trapped in a broken down car in the middle of nowhere with Missouri's dad, you clearly aren't paying attention. Wait till she's 14.
Right.
She's 5. She's got her own tools.
Sweet. Nice.
Get Hamza and I in the same vehicle with her, and we can start talking about Piechka models versus other tire models. And
Remember, my
we
daughter
can-
also knows how to get me a beer, so we're not too far.
you go.
We're not too highbrow around here. She goes, "Daddy, you need a beer?"
Yes, but it's 7 in the morning, and she already knows the answer.
Daddy,
Yeah, she's already having one. That's why.
my daughter is way too comfortable with guns and handcuffs for.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. No, yeah, my work.
Well, that also kind of how she came into being.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Fear, handcuffs, it's all the same. Don't kink shame, my friend.
Don't kick shame. Yeah. Who are you to judge with your vanilla life? I like chocolate,
right.
friend. What's
That's
up?
right.
Where are we at? We're 2 minutes in, so we're like
Around this
2 minutes
car.
to go,
Come on,
actually.
man. What are you doing?
2 minutes to go. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Nice driving
Sean,
there,
what are
Sean.
you doing?
He's
There
wheeling
we
it.
go. Going sideways.
Passing them.
All right, you got the leader coming up. Oh, that was some carnage coming off the jump there.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a cloud right there, man. Oh, you know
I
it's going to
think
be
like
good.
3 or 4 cars got wadded up. That was, there it is. So Spaceballs
Oh, including the
moves
leader.
jump right as Yoder comes through, and then the race leader
Yeah,
is
Ramler.
coming around
Big F, Stop Granny. Yes, big F.
with right behind.
Oh,
it's just
Spaceballs.
everything.
The leader makes it.
Oh.
The leader makes it through.
Nice.
How did he make it through that?
Scar 7752. Are you racing tonight? You said you
He
think you're at
is.
the wrong track.
That's Zach
Who is
Johnson.
Scar?
Yes. That's Zach
Oh.
Johnson.
All right.
Yeah.
Here. You can talk to Zach.
This
Hey,
is
Zach,
the
welcome to the booth.
Sonoma Rallycross track. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're at the right track, Zach.
Hey Zach, what's up? No worries, Zach.
Zach's not
Fair
speaking
enough.
with us.
All right.
Well, here now I found it.
Hey,
there you go.
there he is.
Hey Zach,
There's
you
a look
said
at
you
Zach.
think you're at the wrong track. What's going on?
Well, my GPS keeps telling me to go this way.
You're doing so well in the Walmart 101. How are you enjoying? Are you a meat space or just an iRace? I don't think we've ever met, have we?
Oh,
I know Ryan, and
that
he
you're
connected me
staying on the
through this, I
regular.
guess.
You're actually racing the full course. Hence, you're driving under the bleachers and you're going all the way around Sonoma. Well done,
For the
sir.
S's. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yes. So Zach,
Nicely.
welcome to have you. And yes, you are on the wrong track because Mental can tell you how you did it. I don't know how you did it. I know what you did.
Turn left. Turn left.
Alright, I'll
here.
pull it in the garage then.
Now you're going in the pits. What are you doing, man?
Hold on.
Okay, so
Where's he-
Sonoma has a road course and it has a rally course that share pavement, but the rally course requires turnoffs and changes to get back on dirt.
Now you're just parked like in the gravel lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gave up.
yeah, we
Rambler
can't
with
help
the
you
dub.
because I don't know how to do it, but Mental has done it several times in our Monday night races.
Congrats
It
to
was the
Scott
faster
Rambler
way
with
for
the victory.
AMG just to go around the entire track.
Yeah, and what I highly recommend you do, no kidding, is why don't you join the Monday night races at Everyone Racers or E1R on iRacing and come dabble in some of these the beaten path track arrangements, car arrangements, come play with us, and you might just show us what's up and smoke us. But for anybody else in the chat or anybody else driving, well, everybody driving knows this. There are Monday night E1R Everyone Racers Monday night races. They are 8:30 and 9:30. What are they, Mental?
9 and 10.
9 and 10.
10 o'clock. I think the Formula cars have started the Yeet Fest about 30 seconds early.
They just gave up.
Never lift.
Yeah, please come join us on Monday nights at 9 and 10. And they are password protected. Hit up Everyone Racers podcast on one of the social medias for the password.
Do a barrel roll.
They're password protected just to keep out the North Korean spam bots. But I also want to thank.
It's not hard to figure out. It's ST and Bubba Wallace's car number.
Look up
Our favorite brake pad.
one of the top 5 24-hour endurance brake pads and find one that's 4 letters long.
Oh.
He went through the fence. He went through the fence onto the drag strip. How did he do that?
Heck yeah, he's in. Quarter mile all the way.
Nice. He totally pulled some Buckaroo Banzai and just went through a solid matter twice. So he bumps the tires out of the way and then whoosh, just violates every law of physical mechanics that we understand.
And helps out Craig Schmidt at the same time.
Yeah.
Did he
get him back on the wheels? There you go.
I ended up finding the wrong track again.
Big Bhutan. A car coming at you.
You found the drag strip.
All right, let's see if you can get a sub 4 second quarter. Let's go.
I'm not live, so I'm going to leave it here, and I guess we'll eventually.
Oh no, Zach, you're live. Oh no, Zach, you're live.
Kramer flies through the sky.
Backward.
All right, drop the hammer.
Kramer's coming for you, Zach. I think you're about to get reverse pitched.
Yeah, you might want to just back up and do the quarter mile run.
Are you guys going to drag race? Nice.
Yeah, you.
There it is. Oh, good launch. Good launch. Keep it under control.
Oh, Kramer keeps going backwards.
Well done.
Is he still in the server? I'll legit race him.
No, he's already halfway down the quarter. He's done and through the barriers. He's back in play.
Nice.
Well played, sir.
So Zach, if you're still trapped over by the quarter mile, you want to line up and just run the quarter mile and hit the barriers, and it will punt you back into play.
I tried that, and I fell through part of the track, so I'm no longer in the service.
That's unfortunate.
Well, seriously, hey, great show. Apparently you've fallen out of the track, but great show. Please hit us up tomorrow night for the Monday night E1R races. 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. One of them is usually a 1 hour long, well, half-hour practice, half-hour race, plus or minus a little bit. Practice for the following week's 24 hours of Lemons I Suck at Racing sim race.
Unless they're doing the Silly Hats race, which I think next week might be a Silly Hat race, so we'll figure it out about 30 minutes before it's time to go.
One's legit, one is fun, like 87s on dirt or dirt oval with Legends cars.
An AMG GT.
All AMG GTs and Kia Optimas on dirt. One of them is semi-serious and one of them is just straight fun, unless the Lemons thing is a Silly Hats, and then they're both just silly.
Yeah.
Or whatever we feel like.
Is one of our good ones. Hey, Josh, we appreciate you stopping by and watching this. Tell your friends. We have a lot of fun doing these podcasts. I want to thank Ryan for having us here. So, yeah, if you had fun, chances are your buddies would enjoy watching this kind of nonsense, too.
And I know you guys hear it all the time. Top Flight Computers. It was not Top Flight Computers that broke the broadcast earlier
Spectrum.
today. It was Spectrum Internet.
Spectrum Internet calling you out right now. Normally it's great, like legit hours with no dropped frames, so it's all good.
And so
that's what happened tonight.
It was that, and then hey, I want to thank Bearded Sim Racer for putting this whole thing together, man. Thank you so much.
For sure.
Nemesis Labs for building kick-ass stuff. But seriously, Mental and I are participants in the sim racing, and Meat Space Racers. thank you for letting us come here and be idiots on Sunday. And, thank you to all the Lemons racers who are racing, competing, having fun, doing fun things with no loss of life and no loss of money. It's a great way to pass the times of COVID. And if you're looking for something and you're on the fence about who to buy it from, just call, email, hit up Top Flight, hit up Bearded Sim Racer. What'd you say, Six Pack?
No, can I send a fax?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Whatever you need.
You can find me back in 1984, and I'll get the facts then.
Actually, Nemesis Lab has gone to Nemesis Lab has gone to all courier pigeon communication.
Rambler for the win. Hell yeah.
Hey, congrats on the dub tonight, Rambler.
Thank you.
Yes. You owned it. That was from start to finish, that was just a great drive. Nicely done. So yes, Nemesis Labs, check out their simulators, check out Top Flight Computers. Also, if you enjoyed this race just from an esports perspective, check out everything else Bearded Sim Racer does. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on, what's your new host now, Ryan, for these that you're doing these on?
Nowhere new, really. Right now,
look up
anyway.
Bearded Sim Racer. If you want to compete in real esports,
program, something. What's the? Yeah, because you guys were having conversations about Python scripts or something. You and Hansa.
Oh yeah. They're still developing that new platform, but it's supposed to be just like Mixer. Okay. So once they go live, we'll be live there. It's called Glimish. Yeah. So yeah, as soon as that's ready,
you can find you're on Twitch, you're on YouTube,
yes.
You do all these things.
Yeah.
So catch all this stuff. It's cool. It's cool stuff. It's a great time. If you're interested in trying this on a little bit of a smaller scale and less of a global stage, join us on Monday nights. I try to do this every time I can. This is why I raced the car all day today and then found a hotel room with internet so I can join and do this. This is just tremendous fun for me. So thanks for having me.
Whoever that was looking for a steering wheel, if you IM us at Nemesis Lab or go to sales@nemesislab.com and let us know you were the person on this broadcast looking for a wheel, we may have a Driving Force Pro or a Black Momo that I haven't gutted over the years still. We might.
That'd be a solid first wheel.
Yeah, I mean, the Driving Force Pro is actually cool.
You're going to get a message. You're going to get a message from a guy that says he was the one, and it's just going to look like it's me asking me for that. It's totally not.
Okay,
it's Josh Hust. Josh Hust on YouTube.
Yeah.
I may have one that's not gutted. A lot of them we gutted to put in old chassis, and we did weird things with them. But I may have one laying around, and if I do, I will find it, and I will literally just send it to you because I'm nice.
Ooh, all right. Now, for anyone that is still watching this, Lady Auvernon just came up with a wonderful idea for themes for next week, and it's all of your dead retailers. Your J.C. Penney's, your Montgomery Wards, Kmart, Borders. That's a good one. Yeah. There's some great dead retail merchants that could be sponsoring your race cars. That's a good one.
Circuit City.
Nice. City. Yeah.
I'm all about your race car. Come on, Sally.
Belt. Man.
I had to get my cat in. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. You're good. Excellent. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll be back next Sunday. I think it's going to be a mixture of things, if not a Sunduro, but I will post about that.
If you keep thanking everybody, I'll look it up while you're doing it.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Hamza, for joining me tonight in the booth. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mental, for making sure that you could be here tonight. And congratulations to Three Pedal Mafia on your 2 podium finishes, including the victory this weekend at the Meat Space Lemons race. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm proud of you guys. And then also thank you to Joey Atterbury from Roush Performance for stopping by and having some fun with us tonight. And Sean Yoder from Nemesis Lab. As we see barrel rolls on the screen, that's always a good time. But yeah, thank you. Check out Nemesis Lab and all the cool products that they make. Simulation rigs. We'll go simulation rigs instead of sim rigs. But yeah, they make night.
We do some gaming. We're okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next week is going to be endurance at Lime Rock Park.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
That's actually a great track. That
will be great.
That's a good time. You guys, everyone's watching this, could come see us next week.
Absolutely.
That race
All
will be
right.
brought to you by the Pontiac Motor Company and K&K Toys.
Ooh. Excellent.
Oh, that was a nice one, Eric. All right.
All right. Tune in tomorrow night for the Sim 500 Trans Service Cup Series, the Nemesis Labs 65 minutes at Daytona. Should be a great race. It will be
Very
the
nice.
first league race that I know of that I've seen so far on the new NASCAR road layout, at least that's broadcasted. So should be exciting to see that race. Sean's going to stop by the broadcast booth, and we'll get a chance to talk about Nemesis Lab and the cool Nemesis Labs and the cool stuff that they make. And I haven't met anybody that's more passionate about this sim racing stuff than myself until I met Sean. So check them out for sure. So,
You're so
thank
nice.
you. Well, no, it's the truth, man. You guys, like you said, you have to apologize because you guys make nice things, and that's true. You guys do make very nice
They
things.
forced me to stop apologizing for that, so I'll stop apologizing for it and just say thank you for thinking they're nice.
Yeah,
Here, I'll give you this one. I showed my wife a picture of your latest sim rig, the new seat you guys are saying, and she actually agreed that something like that would be allowed in public in our house. It's that pretty.
That's why we built it that way. And you haven't even seen the complete redesign yet.
Stop teasing me, man. All right.
What cars are we going to have at Lime Rock? Mental, did you happen to notice?
I believe I should know better than this. It's going to be, so it's endurance racing, so I would expect to see your Slowstis, your Miatas, your TDI Cups, and I believe the 87s have just become part of the pantheon of this series. So we're probably going to see the 87s there because
Nice.
87s belong at Lime Rock.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, we'll be picking up some.
87s totally belong at Lime Rock.
Yeah, we'll be picking up some right front tires. It'll be great. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in and coming back once my internet decided to rejoin the party. And yeah, so hopefully we won't have any issues next week. But I hope everybody stays safe out there. Wear your masks. Be safe. And we will be back next week. Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you everybody for stopping by the booth and being here. This is Bearded Sim Racer, and we're out.